Today is Sunday. It's a day that I usually spend working on my car when I can, and so that I can continue to go to work and not be stranded or broken down. I gotta get some things from the O'Reilly, so let's go in here and see if they got what I ordered. All my parts.
And that one is not you, that one is you.
Should have like 2 or 3 days.
2, 3, 2, 4, 4.
I pay for all this. And thermostat.
Okay.
Alrighty. About to hop into my Ford, fix my Nissan. That actually wouldn't be a bad remix. Hopped up out the Ford into my Nissan. Took that look at my car, said, what's up, what's up, what's up? Yeah, I'm drifting corners. I got my Nissan. Let me stop. Anyway, so now that I got everything, leaving the O'Reillys here in Burleson, and I'm heading back to the shop. And then we're gonna try to piece all this together. I got a thermostat, the gravity hose, the bottom hose for the radiator because it's leaking, and coolant because I just leaked pretty much all the coolant all over the floor. And then I got the heater hoses for the heater core and stuff so that it is not so cold. I will say though, it sucks not having the heat and whatnot, and you're trying to thaw your windows. Oh, you can't even see me. You're trying to thaw the windows out, or not thaw the windows out, but defrost the windows. It's not working because it's too cold, and driving down the highway with your windows frosted is dangerous. But live life on the edge and whatnot. What in the world? Oh, the car turns off, turns back on. Weird. All right, go ahead and pass me. Real quick though, I'm gonna go check out this apartment. I saw something over here, so I'm gonna go look in there and see what was going down. Just being nosy on a Sunday. Skirt. Never mind, it wasn't that serious. Oh my goodness, I thought I saw something going down, but it's all good. Man, I just want to get this car up and running to where it's like, it's never going to be perfect because it's a project car. That's the way these things go. But like that, I don't have to worry about like little stuff for at least like 3 or 6 months, just so I can start like completely saving so I can get ahead and get some things taken care of, and plan for my trip or just anything, literally anything. I have a friend coming to visit me in the beginning portion of the summer, or I don't remember exactly when, but I'm just like, I want to be caught up. Caught up. Does this open the gate or does this open the... Okay, yeah, no. Hold on a second. Ba-ding! Enter the neighborhood. Thank you, Siri. I think I will. This neighborhood is super nice, I'm not even gonna lie. Anyway, let's get back to working on this car so I can get on down the road. I got 1,000 things to do, and I gotta go to Oklahoma this week. Oh man, I totally forgot that was even happening. But that's gonna be like Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not gonna lie, every time I park this in this garage, it's like I applaud myself. This is this big old truck. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's difficult. Yeah, but anyway, let's go back here to the shop, see if we can't get this stuff put in this car and get this car on the road, get it going like it's supposed to be. The only other thing I'm missing is the radiator fan, which I'll just have to go to junkyard tomorrow. Let's see about that. See if I can't find one. They said anything from like a Nissan 97 and down has all the have all the same fans, so it'll fit. By the way, look at this day. Turn the brightness down a little bit so y'all can see. It's beautiful out here right now. Let's try to get this fixed. Hey, you want to press this e-brake real quick? I said, you want to press the e-brake or?
Say again.
You can reach in here and turn on the e-brake. Hold up.
Oh.
Okay, good. Goodness. Thermostat. This is gonna get everywhere. I already know. Exhaust manifold gaskets. Look at all that. You see all that in there? It's all black. Gross. Alright, so I was told that my bottom radiator hose was leaking. So here's the old one. So y'all can see. This is the old one right here. It looks old. Oof, on my window. This right here, here's the new one. Yeah. Black and beautiful like me. Back to O'Reilly's because when you're working on the car, things are never done. Basically, I gotta get a gasket for the thermostat, and then gasket sealer as well. Because I don't want to cheat this. I need to do it right the first time, so I'm not having to like redo stuff. I have peace of mind when I'm driving my freaking 240. Hey, Lily. She don't really like me. Oh man! But you do things right the first time, you don't gotta go back over it, and then it's off to the next thing. I'm gonna say something. The other day, I was talking to one of the OGs. It was what, Friday morning. And he just had a sit down with me. And basically, just told me. We talked for about 2 hours actually. But he was saying that like with this life and stuff, you don't want. He's like, there's so many times, you know, things come up, we could take shortcuts and blah blah blah. He's like, but is it really worth it in the end? And as a car guy, like I can't tell you how many times we done for an exhaust. Instead of buying exhaust hangers, we use actual metal hangers. And I mean, I have a ton of other, you know, examples of more of that, just, you know, cutting corners when it came to like working on your car and stuff. But your car is essentially your life, you know what I mean? Like without your vehicle, you can't get to work, You can't go to church, the library, go buy groceries, pick your girl up to take her out. You got to have your vehicle, and it's got to be taken care of. You know what I mean? You got your horse, you got to have a healthy horse. So if you're feeding the horse crap, if you're cutting corners instead of taking the horse to the vet, or, giving them like just the food that you had available instead of giving them good food, then the horse isn't going to perform like it needs to, or run like it needs to. Oh man, that cutting off and current back on things trips me out. Anyway, that's just something he was talking to me about the other day, and he had no idea what he was even saying to me. He was just talking, and I was just listening, out of respect, because I ain't finna talk while, and at one point he started talking about, like, he said, hey, when I was a young one, he was like, man, there was so much stuff I was doing and people I was around, and the stuff he was involved in at that time, got locked up for 28 years, and then he's only been out for what, a couple years, 29 months, 3 years, 4 years, I don't know, something like that. But he's, anyway, so he was just saying, like, back then he didn't care. It didn't matter. He was just trying to get stuff done. He was trying to make money. He was trying to make moves, quote unquote. And, shortcuts were the way. You just trying to, like, hey, I could flip this, I could do that, I could, get these people to do this for me, and then end up messing the money up, and then, you got people after you, and, now you got people looking for. He gave me the example of there's a situation that happened where somebody lost the product, and it was like worth $100,000 or something, and then people are out here looking for either the product or their money. And the issue was the person that the product had went to, they either used it or they gave it away or however. Anyway, so because they thought, I don't know, the whole story is just crazy hearing it. But anyway, so but the moral of the story was, he tried to cut corners and have somebody do something that he was supposed to be doing because he didn't want to, and they ended up losing everything. And then that caused a situation where there was a lot of product and or a lot of money lost, and it was like, hey, you got to come up with that or you're gonna die. And so it was like, well, now I gotta go rob a bank because I gotta pay this off, because I ain't finna come up with no 100K just overnight. And then, got caught for that and whatnot. But moral story is just, don't cut corners. That's why I'm showing y'all. I'm going through, and I mean, yeah, I'm at O'Reilly's like 8 times today, and freaking gotta spend $6, $5, $2, $3, $5, $6, $12, $30, $48, $98. Like, it's just really repetitive. But in the end, you take care of the small stuff. That way, later on, you won't have no big problems. So we're going to go in here and get the gasket for this thing and the gasket sealer. This is the housing for the thermostat. Flat side goes in here. Long side goes into the motor. But, yeah. So that's why I'm showing y'all this, because don't take no shortcuts. It ain't worth it. It makes life harder in the end. So that's today's video. I got a lot to do today, so I'm going to go ahead and cut today's video right now just to say, stay the path. Don't give up. Don't ever quit. Oh, somebody from Colorado. Nice. Anyway, yeah. I'm Chan. I'm going to hit y'all up later. Peace.